danger to the Republic itself. My friends and colleagues, what is it that Havoc Squad actually does, day in and day out? Disturbingly, almost no one knows for sure. We all remember the mysterious disappearance of Havoc Squad's previous commander. No doubt, a crime was committed and covered up. And that nonsense with the so-called Gauntlet superweapon. An astronomically expensive operation to destroy a science project whose danger was never substantially proven. And it was only after that reckless operation that the Empire attacked us with full force. Why wasn't the Senate consulted beforehand? I will end with this simple fact. Since the war broke out, Havoc Squad hasn't made a single trip to the front lines. If all of the Republic's battles are being won and lost without the help of our best team, then it's time we made changes.
Thank you, Senator Zion. Major, if you'd like to make a response, you may begin now.
My team is not a threat to the Republic, but traitors like Zion are. I have evidence here proving that Senator Zion is a paid agent for the Sith Empire.
This is outrageous. Are we really going to tolerate wild accusations like this?
The commander of Havoc Squad deserves more than to be dismissed out of hand.
Preposterous. I called this hearing to present facts, not paranoid delusions.
The Imps paid you to shut us down. That's what this is about.
Please, let's all remain calm. I see no reason we couldn't delay these proceedings momentarily to evaluate this new evidence.
Guards, seal the area and allow no one to leave until we are prepared to reconvene. Senator Zion, in light of this evidence, I must order that you be detained by the Senate Guard pending charges for high treason.
But this is insane! I'm no traitor! Whatever you've seen, it must be a forgery, some kind of military conspiracy.
Please accept our apologies, Major. I hope you understand that you were called here with the best of intentions.
You have a duty to ensure that we're acting in the Republic's best interest.
That's right. And rest assured that your tireless efforts in the Republic's defense are greatly appreciated.
Given the change in circumstances brought about by new evidence, I hereby adjourn this meeting immediately. Major, you're dismissed.
Let's go, bitches. I was tempted to just shoot him. I'd just be like, I don't give a fuck. Pow, 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 pow. But no, how we're playing our character, it's kind of like how I'd play, you know? You gotta grease the wheels of the higher-ups, but be ruthless to your enemies. Unless, you know, someone very valuable is, you know, in trouble.
Major, Lieutenant Mai. I'm General Garza's new assistant.
Ooh.
It's a real honor to meet you.
General Garza never said anything about a pretty new assistant.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. She disappointed me. I'm very excited to be here. The General had to leave to deal with an urgent situation on Corellia. If you'd like, I can connect you with her via holo.
We'll get to Garza in a minute. I want to know more about you.
Me, sir? I'm nobody special, just an officer from logistics. I've never done anything interesting like you.
Are you quite done, sir?
I'm sorry. I'll get General Garza on the holo. Just a second.
Major, I understand our dilemma has been taken care of. Reports are already circulating about Zion's secondary income. Racton could have buried us with this one. If the SIS hadn't come through, if you hadn't convinced the Senate to review their evidence, we would be finished. Well done.
If only I could have gotten that traitor alone for 5 seconds.
Let the courts deal with Zion. He isn't our problem anymore. Join me on Corellia as quickly as possible. General Racton has taken the field personally. This is the opportunity we've been waiting for.
What made you decide to go to Corellia yourself, General?
The battle for Corellia may determine the outcome of the entire war, Major. I must take a direct role in commanding our forces. Contact me when you arrive, and I'll give you a full briefing. Garza out.
General Rakton. It sounds like you better hurry, Major. Good luck.
Damn, I can't, like, kiss her or something? There's no general. I was gonna hopefully take the assistant right then and there on the table. I don't care. She can join.
Sir, I found information on weapons projects that Colonel Rebus was involved in. Would you like to hear about them?
What has Colonel Rebus been up to?
Most recently, Colonel Rebus was involved in the Gauntlet superweapon that we so skillfully destroyed. He's had a hand in many other projects over the past 18 years. The Blight Matrix, the Galactophage, subjugation droids, even the Plasm resource. Supposedly, he even designed a device that could permanently block hyperlanes, though the project was scrapped due to power limitations.
Rebus sounds like an experienced mass murderer.
It's unlikely that anyone in the galaxy has more experience in this field than Rebus. Once his new project enters the testing phase, we will stand a much better chance of locating Rebus himself. I will report to you as soon as I know more. Our opportunity has arrived, sir. We've received intelligence reports that Colonel Rebus is about to test his latest project. A secret proving ground has been established on Hoth. Security will be extensive, but nothing compared to Rebus's usual protection.
Sounds like you've got your opening.
Neutralizing Colonel Rebus will devastate the Empire's weapons programs. Even I cannot calculate the number of lives that this mission could save. By robbing our enemies of their most despicable weapons, we will rob them of victory, ensuring freedom for generations to come. It was a trap, sir. Colonel Rebus was even more devious than I had expected.
You mean it was all a setup?
All of the hints and clues that led me to Rebus were fabricated. It was all a scheme to capture my power core. As soon as I defeated the last of the Imperial security teams and confronted Rebus, he activated a specially built device that overloaded my primary energy controls. I was frozen.
How did you manage to turn the tables on him?
As Rebus and his final few guards approached, I discovered that I still had control over a handful of secondary subsystems. By manipulating those systems, I was able to trigger a full emergency shutdown and a rear servolock, violently propelling me forward just as Rebus came to face me.
You fell on him.
You actually escaped by collapsing on the guy?
It was a desperate ploy, but it was successful. As I'd hoped, shutting down my power core caused Rebus's device to shut down as well. All systems were restored within 96 seconds. Rebus's surviving guards were still attempting to lift me off of him at the time, so I dealt with them and carried the colonel back to base. Mission accomplished.
That's definitely one for the records, 4X.
With Rebus in custody, the entire galaxy is a safer place. It will be some time before I can locate an even more impressive target. As soon as I do, you'll be the first to know.
I have to tell you, boss, I'm impressed. I wasn't sure I'd like coming back to the Army, but it's worked out great. Mostly thanks to you.
I'm just lucky to have a good team.
Can't have a good crew without a good boss, sir. I've worked with a lot of people over the years. Stupid, greedy people I cut loose as soon as I could. But you, actually useful. Even taught me a thing or two in a fight. It's a nice change.
I enjoy working with you too, Vic.
Of course you do. These ops wouldn't be any fun without me around. Come on, let's get back to that war I keep hearing about. Found our first customer, boss. an Alderaanian noble named Albrecht. He was into Magarin for quite a few credits. Once I work out the final details, it's all ours.
Magarin's files didn't have everything we need?
Not gonna chance it. With Alderaan as torn up as it is, it's best to do some research first. I've got a good feeling about this, boss. I think this might just be the best plan I've ever been part of. Long as we're not kicked out of the military, we'll do pretty well for ourselves.
What got you kicked out before?
I don't remember half the list of charges. You know me. Like to keep busy. The last straw was a protection racket I ran while I was stationed on Talay. It was really fun while it lasted. The plan only worked for a few weeks before someone whined to the higher-ups. I was the ringleader, so I took most of the heat.
Not easy being in charge, is it?
Nope. Glad I don't have to deal with that nonsense anymore. I'll let you know when everything's lined up. Then I'll go pay the noble Lord Albrecht a visit. Everything's ready, boss. I've got Lord Albrecht's location on Alderaan and all of the files that prove the debt. I just have to walk in, show the files, act tough, and we can both become a little bit richer.
This guy must have gotten a lot of weapons from Magarin or he wouldn't owe so much.
Yeah, the old kook bought enough blasters to outfit a whole platoon. He probably can't lift a single one of them. The guy's pushing 70 years old. What could go wrong? See you when I've got the credits.
Famous last words, what could go wrong?
That was ridiculous. Turns out there's two Lord Albrechts. A father-son team. A crazy old man and stuck-up little punk team, really. Neither of them had a single credit, and both of them had promised to sell the guns to 3 different buyers apiece.
These guys really gave you a hard time, huh?
Tell me about it. If I wanted to work this hard for my money, I'd get a real job. It took a lot of wrangling, but I managed to get those 2 saps into the same room with all of their buyers. Then I lobbed a couple of grenades in. Most of the buyers' credits were still in one piece afterward, so I'm calling it a win.
Little blow-ups like that are bound to draw some attention, Vic.
I didn't use rep-issue frags. I'm not an amateur. Anybody who looks will figure it's another arms deal gone bad. Happens all the time. Let's hope the next rundown isn't so tough. The stress might ruin my looks.
Vic, don't get us in trouble here. Because I will throw you under the fucking bus to save my career.
Welcome back, Master. If you detect the aroma of Alderaanian nectar, I programmed the air circulators to simulate it.
I need to get something off my chest. Our work is quite dangerous, and of course the future is always uncertain.
You sound upset. What is it?
I'm not upset. That isn't it at all. I love you. We risk our lives every day. And I couldn't let another moment pass without telling you how much I love you.
I love you too, Alara.
I can't tell you how much it means to hear you say it too. I got something for us. It took a great deal of research and quite a few holocalls to some very important people. Form 3578K officially authorizes us to pursue a mutual romantic relationship. I was hoping we could sign it together.
I'm happy to make it official.
Fantastic. Now then, since that's out of the way, I was thinking... That is, if you have the time.
Just try and stop me.
I wouldn't dream of it. My. So many reasons to love you. It's hard to pick. Let's go face the galaxy together. Sir, I'm afraid I need to request a brief leave of absence. It's Kaylor. He's attempting to exploit a loophole in Investigative Appeals Process subsection 4 in order to reopen his inquiry without new cause.
I think it's time to introduce that scumbag to the roomier end of an airlock.
That won't be necessary. I'm not going to give Kalor the time to carry his supposed investigation any further. I'm going to Coruscant. I have every message, every report, every call recorded. It's time to demonstrate to Kalor's superiors exactly what his supposed service to the Republic has accomplished.
I'll come with you. With my word backing you up, you can't fail.
You're very kind to offer, sir, but I need to handle this myself. Bringing a war hero along would seem like a diversionary tactic. I'll return as quickly as possible. Sir, I am ordered to report that I, Alara Dawn, personnel number 22795, am no longer classified as a person of concern. The Personnel Division of the Army of the Galactic Republic has declared that I am to be treated as a fully protected legal citizen, effective immediately.
This is great news, Alara. I'm really happy for you.
I couldn't have done it without all of your support. Kalor never saw it coming. When I exercised my right under Service Code 1 to an immediate personnel hearing, he was literally speechless. I demonstrated documentation for every moment of his pointless investigation. Once the man-hours and expenditures were totaled, it came to thousands of credits wasted in wartime.
That kind of waste at a time like this is treason in my book.
Military law does stipulate that charges of treason can be drawn for systematic misuse of resources. Kalor's final tally didn't quite cross that threshold, however. I still can't believe this day has finally come. The suspicion, the reservations, the endless questions. They've been a part of my life for so long. But no more. I am a citizen of the Galactic Republic.
It must feel like you're starting a whole new life.
It does, and I have you to share it with. I've never felt prouder to be serving the Republic. Let's return to the front lines. I want to go back to doing my part.
Time to get this ship moving.
I'll prepare my equipment, sir. I've been wondering what life will be like when the war finally ends. I've always known that there will be peace eventually, but...
It'd be nice to finally take some vacation.
Hopefully there will be at least a few beautiful places left to visit. All that truly matters is that I have you with me, whatever the future brings. I want you to be a part of my life, no matter what may come. I want to be with you forever.
Marry me, Alara. We'll face the future together.
You mean it? Oh, yes! We'll have to do things properly someday. A military ceremony, dress uniforms. Do you think General Garza would officiate?
I'm sure we could convince her.
I hope so. She has such an authoritative speaking voice. For now, just know I'm yours. Now and forever.
I'll always be with you.
I love you.
I may have been wrong about you. Takes a lot to lead a squad like Havoc. Wasn't convinced you had it in you. Thought you were inexperienced, untested. But you've got good instincts. Turned out to be a first-class leader.
When you're right, you're right.
Don't let it go to your head. I'll admit, that business on Ord Mantell still irks me. But it landed me in the most elite squad in the Republic, under one of the finest commanders I've served with. So I can't complain too much. Just got off the holo with Torv. He asked me to thank you for getting him out of that labor camp. He's starting to see the danger the other Deadeyes are in. Anxious for us to find them.
We could use him when we rescue the rest of the Deadeyes.
SIS already has him tied up in debriefs. Pretty much exchanged one cell for another. It was a mistake to trust a snake like Zane, but Torv's heart was in the right place. I just hope this mistake doesn't get any of those men killed. Outstanding news, sir. We've got a positive fix on the Deadeye's location. Garza's people just finished decrypting the coordinates we sent them. The data points to an Imperial outpost on Hoth. Another labor camp, most likely.
First Tatooine, now Hoth. The Imperials must really have it out for the Deadeyes.
Picking off a few dozen Imperial officers will do that. Once we get those men out of there, we can put all this craziness behind us. I just hope we're not too late.
Welcome home, Master. I hope you find your vessel a model of efficiency, convenience, and comfort.
Alright, time to rescue the Deadeyes. Oh, well, okay. We need Jordan.
Good luck.
I've got your back. It's gonna be one of those, another one of those long traveling things. I wonder if we're gonna get a promotion at the end. Cause I remember the only time I played the Trooper, I was kind of doing dark side, and so like I just pissed everyone off and killed everyone, and at the end, the Senate like was mad at me and everything. And was like, oh, we can't promote you or anything because you pissed off the Senate or whatever. But now that we kind of kissed their asses and, you know, did everything. Oh, fuck, what the fuck? I could have gone there? Motherfucker.
Reminder. Mechanized travel is for official business only. Be safe out there.
I want to see what kind of ending we get. Hopefully we'll get a promotion. And, like, have a huge ceremony and everything. And get a bunch of medals. Because that's really what my guy's after. Promotions and medals. He wants to end up becoming a general. Damn, he died hella fast.
Ready.
Yo, you gotta be shitting me. Mother.
Stand by for examination and suggested product.
How the fuck am I supposed to get past that?
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
There's gotta be a way around. Because going through that is a bitch. And why didn't I have a medical probe available? Let's see if we can't, like, go around. Really? We could have went around that whole time. Okay. It'd be insane if we had PvP turned on. Or if this was like a PvP instance. Because then, like, if you encounter an Imperial player that's playing over here, they could kill you and then you're fucked. You know, then you gotta go all the way back. See, yep, there's an Imperial person right there.
Up and at 'em. Up and at 'em.
Yeah, I figured.
Barracks. Hal.
Hey, Ben.
You two still breathing?
More or less. Didn't expect to see you here, sir.
Nor I. Care to tell me what you two are doing here?
What are you doing here?
My job. Don't you get it? This operation was never about rescuing POWs. We've been after one thing, Dusk 9.
Impossible. That place is just a myth.
Is it? We'll never know now, thanks to you two.
Nice.
If that's true, then you lied to the Deadeyes about their mission's real objective.
Of course. We could hardly expect a bunch of grunts to keep their mouths shut. Next to the Emperor's location, Dusk 9 is the Empire's best-kept secret. Hundreds of Black Ops projects are born there.
It's also a prison, according to the rumors. The things that supposedly go on there, too horrible to be real.
We're more interested in the intel hoarded there. We seeded thousands of bugged soldiers into the Imperial penal system, hoping for a bite.
Why so many soldiers?
To improve our odds, naturally. The more soldiers we seed, the better our chances of someone winding up at Dusk 9. We were using the wrong bait. The brass at Dusk 9 weren't interested in common soldiers. But how could they resist an SIS agent? So, I bugged myself, staged a bogus rescue operation, and let myself be captured. I was awaiting transfer when you two geniuses showed up.
If you had kept us in the loop, we could have coordinated this better.
And what? Hope you wouldn't say anything? Now, I have no choice but to abort my mission and try again somewhere else.
Sir, we can deal with Zane later. Let's just find the rest of the squad and get out of here.
Jorgen, sir, they're dead. The cold, they didn't make it.
What? Trace? Copland? They're gone? But I thought... Zane.
Now you've done it.
What? It's not my fault they weren't properly insulated.
You killed them. You promised them a rescue that never came, and now they're dead for it.
How many other soldiers have died for you? Huh? 100? 1,000?
You can't kill me, Jorgen. Too many witnesses.
Far as we're concerned, sir, the Imperials killed him.
What? Wait, you can't just... Major, do something!
He's all yours, Jorgen.
No!
That's for Copland and Trace. Good men. Brave men.
I'm sure he had that coming for a long time.
Wouldn't surprise me.
You're sure you two won't tell anyone about this?
Absolutely, sir.
Let's get you two back to your squad. They'll want to know you're okay. I'll call for an evac. They're off, sir. Mission accomplished.
Who knows how many more soldiers Zane would have sent to their deaths? You ended all
right.
Honestly, I'd rather not talk about it right now, sir. Let's just get out of here.
I'll be back. I gotta go to the bathroom. Alright.
Welcome home, Master. I hope you find your vessel a model of efficiency.
Sir, about what happened earlier. Zane got what was coming to him. but I shouldn't have been the one pulling the trigger. Killing an unarmed man, Republic agent no less. That goes against everything I've been raised to do. Everything I've been trained to do.
You did what had to be done.
If killing Zane saves even a few Republic soldiers, I'll accept that burden. But that doesn't make it right. Honestly, it's not even Zane's death that's bothering me. It's everything. The Deadeyes, the operation, and the Republic's part in all this. You heard Zane. Thousands of soldiers, all being fed to the Empire to find a place that may not even exist. It isn't right.
The Republic sees us as expendable.
We're stats to the brass. Numbers to throw at the Empire for the Republic's convenience. I'd have been proud to die for the Republic before, but after this...
You're still a part of this squad.
Don't worry. I'm not throwing in the towel yet. Won't ever trust command again, but I'll keep fighting. Because the Republic is more than the bureaucrats running it. It's the billions of people who can't fend for themselves, who are counting on us to defend them. I'll fight for them. And for you, sir.
Major, good. Now that you've arrived, we can begin operations in earnest. Imperial forces, including General Racton, have invaded Corellia in full force. Local resistance fighters have barely held them back from total victory. Corellia is the tipping point for the entire war. If the Imperials win here, they could reverse all our hard-fought advances.
If we beat the Imps here, will that be the end of it?
Not right away. But winning here should put an overall victory well within our reach. Your target is the Bastion, one of the main centers for logistics and strategic planning in the entire Republic. Racton seized the Bastion during the invasion. He's clearly hoping to use the information inside to plan his next campaign against us. It's your job to stop him.
How could Racton capture such an important objective?
Corellia's leadership betrayed us, practically sold their planet to the Empire. The Bastion is one of the most heavily secured fortresses in the galaxy. Your team will need a lot of support to take it. To get the necessary manpower into the field, we're working with a local resistance leader, a Corellian security officer named Locke.
What do we know about this guy, General?
A great deal, actually. Before he entered Coruscant, Locke served in Special Forces under my command. He's a dependable soldier, and he knows Corellia very well. We'll discuss the details once you arrive. We've set up our command center in a former cantina, the Gilded Descent.
I never thought I'd see you inside a cantina, General.
Very funny. Watch for targets of opportunity, Major. Imperial Commando teams are all over the area. See you soon. Garza out.
Why does that kind of look like Earth?
Moving out.
Ready?
But like, I don't think you ever see water when you're here, so. But it did look like Earth. It was wild.
I'm not saying we're not on board, lady. I'm saying you're not the boss of me. Wouldn't kill you to show some respect.
This is war. If you can't join ranks and follow orders, then you're a liability.
Everybody just take it easy, all right? We're all on the same side. Now, General, it looks like your best and brightest is here. Why don't we get started?
You're the Corellian security officer, right?
It's Core Sec around here. So yeah, that's me. It's a pleasure.
Locke's associate is Captain Ferris, a contract pilot. She's leading a group of private ship owners who have volunteered to help our cause. As I've explained, breaching the Bastion will require substantial manpower. Captain Ferris and her associates will be responsible for bringing that manpower to Corellia, unnoticed.
If you can get our people here without the imps noticing, we'll be in good shape.
It's what we do best. Just have to clear up one tiny detail, and we'll be ready to jet.
The landing bays where the volunteer ships are docked have been captured by the Imperial forces. We need Havoc Squad to clear them out, fast. Understood?
We're getting their ships out and they're helping us in return, right?
What do you take us for? This is our home, and we're not about to let the imps get their grimy claws on it.
There's your coordinates, Major. I look forward to seeing Havoc at work.
Good luck, Major. Dismissed.
Tired of doing everyone's fucking dirty work.
Yeah, you want something?
I was thinking we could share a quick round of Corellian whiskeys.
You're not my type, Buckethead. Keep on walking.
Need something, Major?
I'm just curious about your time in Special Forces.
It was quite a while ago now. My squad did field training and support for resistance groups on imp-occupied planets. Never thought I'd be hip-deep in guerrilla fighting in my own backyard, though. Guess that's just how desperate things have gotten. We'll have to catch a drink and talk shop sometime after this is all over. For now, though, you'd better get on with the op. Best of luck.
Yeah, she shut me down quick. Like, hella quick. Like, too quick. She's like, you're not my type, pal. Goodbye. Never been shut down that quickly, like, holy shit. Yeah, maybe she does go for the other team. True. Especially since, like, she shut me down, like, really fast. She definitely has to go. She definitely has to be batting for the other team. Because in, like, a game like this, where you can pretty much just flirt with anyone and they get all, like, choked up. But she didn't, you know. I bet if I was a female, I wonder what she'd say then. Be like, hell yeah, I'll buy you a drink.
Engaging hostile.
3 more.
Havoc Squad to General Garza. Objective complete. The hangars are clear.
Good work. We'll get Captain Ferris and her associates on the move right away.
General, hey, you've got the Major on the line. Good. We've got a serious problem. Imperial troops are firebombing the residential districts. The people still hiding there won't have a chance. You've got to move fast, Major. Take the Imperials out before it's too late.
General, what are your orders on this?
I have a different strategy in mind. While the Imperials are wasting time with the residential area, Havoc can slip behind them and eliminate the men guarding their dropships. Once the dropships are secured, Captain Ferris's associates can hijack them and bring in more troops for our assault on the Bastion.
I'm up for anything that gives us a better shot at Racton.
But those are families' homes. There's no telling how many people are still hiding out in there. Look how long it's taken Coruscant to recover. We can't let that happen again. Not here.
I have to do what's best for the mission.
The mission is to protect the people of the Republic.
Enough. The matter is settled. Return to base when you've eliminated the guards around the Imperial dropships, Major. Garza out.